Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens and everything in between. I am your host, as always, Spear and Magic Helmet. And today we are entering the final valley of the game of the four that are there. We are going into Azure Valley. We've gone through the green valley, the yellow valley, the gray valley. It just kept getting darker and now things are going to get bright. So without further ado, let's pop on in and undergo the largest quest in the game. And I do mean that. This is the most resource-heavy quest, and you are going to be dropping weapons and items left and right through this. Many of the people that complain about the game and how quickly you go through items complain about this part in particular. And that's because the enemies are getting tougher, and as they get tougher, they wear out your equipment much more. So, just to show you what that means, I've got a rundown of approximately how much strength it takes to ruin every single weapon in the game. Most of them are about 100. As you see on the screen here, swords, shields, spears, silver swords, and silver spears and silver warhammers all use up 100 strength. So if you fight an enemy and it takes like 19 strength to fight that enemy, that will use 19 strength on whatever weapons and shields you needed to use to fight that enemy. So as we get deeper into this, we're going to take like 35 plus strength to kill a single enemy, which means that that enemy has used a third of whatever weapons and shields you've used to fight that enemy. So that's a third of a shield. So you fight 3 enemies and suddenly you've broken your swords and shields. Warhammer I found to be slightly less durable. It seems like it taps off at about 90. I tested that a few times and it seems to hold up that way. So we are going to need an awful lot to get this mission going. We are going to need 1,225 strength just to get to Azure Valley. We're going to need 121 healing potions. We're going to need 60 magic potions. We just barely have enough of those. 8 poison. 13 fire potions, the first time we're getting fire potions in use. 2 torches, 4 spears, 5 shields, 3 warhammers, 4 silver spears, 4 silver warhammers. So if you were playing this game without gold grind, you would be stopping for like 2 hours to grind up everything you needed. Luckily, we have $27,000 left, which will see us through that fairly well. So what am I going to do right now is I am going to buy a whole chunk of food from the inn instead of crafting it, because look how fast this goes. And I am going to buy everything I need to make this happen, and maybe a little bit of extra. We have the healing potions. I'm not buying poison there because I'm going to buy it from Gavin. Or does he have anything I can use? I have everything I need here. I need 121 healing. I don't think I had that. This is the only place that you can buy them, I believe. I could craft them myself, but look how fast that was. Is there anything else I need? I should probably pick up some weapons. Even though I'm kind of close, just pick them up for good measure. Let's pick up 5 and just make sure anything we don't have 5 of, I'll just buy 5 of. And I'm going to pop out while I grind up my food, since it's just a binge eating fest and you might not want to watch that. And I will see you back in just a minute. All right, we're back. Tasty food gave me all kinds of strength. And we are right and righteous and hail to go. I'm going to use a great deal of our supplies in this run. And I'm here for it. You'll notice again that things have spawned back while I was gone. Before I dive right in, I'm curious if the salt is back in these farther away places. It is. Let's grab this quickly. Anything we can get. I will not be grinding anything but salt and sulfur if it happens. I would need 5. That's a lot. That's a tall order to get 5. Don't pick the mushrooms. You just said you're not picking mushrooms. You're just looking for salt. I want to back-to-back this as much as I can because there's not a lot of the game left, and I need a ton of crystal still. I will get some crystal as monster loot soon, but it won't be at the amount that I need. Anything up here I can get? Still can't get sulfur. How close am I? 2 away. I bet I get sulfur before this is said and done, which would be absolutely lovely. Let's see what we can do, shall we? I will do a grind run later. There's no need for it at this exact moment. I just do that again to bookmark. I will grab a crate. If I happen to see a crate, those respawn rarely enough where I'd like to pick them up if I see them. I'm not going to look real hard for them or anything, though. Let's pop on this way. Hop on, pop on. Crystal? Crystal in the barrel? No crystal, no pearls. Sad story. Barrels. Oh, there's fire potion, fire potion. Nope. I want to see if that's the one that said sun solution. I really worry that I'm like nuts and that nothing actually says sun solution, but I swore I saw one say sun solution. Swore in my father's grave. 12 salt. How generous. I think one of these earlier gave me like 3 salt. These are a good idea to kill. Before the end of the game, we've got to get our combat all the way up to 100. And we're at 73. You have to max out your combat to win the game. Sadly, it looks like I possibly might not get to sulfur, which is really going to mean grinding later if that turns out to be true. Another axe. I'm just piling on the axes now. They're absolutely useless after the first 2. Ooh, everything came back. It's because I did all that eating. I just didn't think they respawn that quickly. As I mentioned earlier, the respawn rates slow down the more you respawn. So this is one of the fastest respawns that this is going to get, so that probably contributed. But at this rate, I should definitely have sulfur. I probably have it now. It doesn't mean I'm not going to mine everything else, because I still need to build up to crystal. But this is really good news. There's also some good mining that you get along the way in the tunnel to the Gray Valley. I'm sorry, to the Azure Valley. So that's going to help a lot too, and some extra salt deposits there. But if this goes this well, because I'm also getting a lot of mining upgrades, I'm getting lucky with upgrading my skills. There, we got that one. That's nice. Still doubtful I'll get the silver one, but it's nice to have the iron ore one. I did forget though, like it's not mine silver 50 times, it's get 50 silver, and you get more than 1 silver when you mine. At this rate, I bet crystal's even on the radar before I run out of places to mine right now. I don't think I'll be able to get it, but it should be on my radar. This is very, very fortuitous. Grab that. I can get the sulfur. I'm going to go back to Green Valley, grab the sulfur over there, and quickly make my way back. I think I'm going to take you with me because it's just a few minutes. This is a good sulfur spot. Make note. Gentle viewers, make note. If I do get crystal, I am absolutely turning back and getting crystal immediately as well. Pickaxes. How am I doing on pickaxes? If I don't have 5, I'm going to get at least 5. Yeah, I was getting low. This is lovely. I am just tickled pink right now. And the crystal's on my radar. I'm getting close to crystal. Houston, we nearly have crystal. I'm feeling so greedy that I'm going to check and see if pearls came back. Nope, no such luck. Not even the crate that's sometimes over there. Oh wait, there's a pearl. I did get a pearl. How many do I need now? I need 7 pearls still. Hopefully I can get that without having to do anything special. Now let's swing in here. Get this. I'm not going to make crystal. But I will soon. Soon enough, viewers. Soon enough, as H.C. Bailey would say. Wasn't there some sulfur in here? There was 2 sulfur in here. There's the other one. Hello, me boy. Let's fast travel to the center and swing up here, and I just double check that I can't get more here. I want to know as soon as that's possible. It's very rare to have all the mining skill that I need by this point in the game, so I was not expecting to even be this close. And it's slightly frustrating that I'm not just a tiny bit closer. I'm going to check that silver mine, and if I get unbelievably lucky in the silver mine, then I get the last little bit I need. We swing back, we grab the crystal, and we progress the plot. Killing an ogre along the way in the hopes of combat. No, not quite enough. So close. We will have it by the time we make Grey Valley, though. Azure Valley. As I'm sure you've heard. Alright, let's make this happen. We are going to take a moment to grab the mushrooms and the eggs as we go. And we are going to see that this new guy has appeared over here, this troll that's blocking the way. We're going to take him out. Combat is up to 71 to kill these with 4 healing potions for a single guy. I like that the harder enemies sometimes leave loot. That makes it feel a little less terrible. You lost your shield, but he paid for a new shield. Who's this handsome gentleman? It is Brom. Psst, over here in the bushes. It's me, Brom. Brom wants to get into the city, but he's afraid of the monsters who appeared at the cemetery. He'd rather go with me. That's pretty wise, all things considered. There's one of my crow friends hanging out up there. My silver warhammer is immediately broken. I would be amazed if I didn't break like 3 things on the way here. Yeah, there's a shield. It's like every fight you break something here. Which makes sense, given that they break every time you've used 100 strength on them. It's 30 strength to kill one. The enemies only get tougher when you go underground here. Killing this guy will unlock a crate. I need all the crates I can get right now if I'm going to get that achievement by the end of the game. A barrel with some roots in it. I'll take a barrel full of roots. That guy up there just chilling. He's not like helping me out with bow and arrows or anything. He's just watching. Hey Phil, come over and look at this. This guy's like on a killing spree. Oh yeah, he is. I wonder if he'll be able to kill the big guy. He doesn't seem to be headed that way. He seems to be headed into that cave up there. cave isn't going to get him to us. Why is he even bothering? Something about salt pillars. I don't know what he meant. He was screaming about it the whole way. Salt pillars and something about crystal. I am going to swing back and immediately get the crystal because I should be able to mine my way up with what I have in here. Opening locks like they're nobody's business. 45 to 55 gold seems to be the standard amount of money in them. Just breaking things left and right. All my equipment is just going to the four winds. It's a surprisingly well-lit cave. No eternal torches needed. They've got nice little campfires going. Where does the smoke go, though? Is the ceilings really that high where they don't need to, like, vent out or anything? Or maybe they're so easy to kill because of smoke inhalation. They do sound like, I mean, that's a pretty deep sound. Like, they sound like they've got a little something in their throat. All right, give me 2 mining points. 1, a 2, a 2. And now we don't really need to mine anymore, but we've got it. All right, pause. Getting the crystal as soon as it comes up. And that crate. Pan? Pan! I know you've been playing this for too long when you start memorizing what's in the crates. Not just in my notes now, it's in my brain. It's in my head. I'll grab silver if I see it. See if I can just casually get that silver ore achievement on the way. I'm not going to mine anything else but crystal and silver now, though. This is just about as fast traveling, so I'm just going to do the clicks. It's prettier this way. No pearl over there. Is there a crystal up here? There's a crystal up here. I will need them to respawn at least once. My lockpicking skills are up enough where I can do the ones that cost 30. Just a little bit more golden than otherwise. But I did get the achievement for picking 15 locks. The next one is for 60. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting that. If I do, it'll involve a lot of grinding off screen so that you do not have to sit there and watch 45 more animations of me picking things. Alright. Let's get them up here. There was crystal in here, I believe. No, I'm wrong. But there is the lock. That one is 85 as well. Alrighty. Let's swing over. No pearl. Any pearls down here while I'm in the area? 9. Negatory. Crystal. I almost missed that one. I was just about to click out of it. I'm only getting one at a time, which is kind of a bummer. We don't need iron anymore. We're picking up silver for funsies. We do want the crystal that's in here. There's quite a bit in this mine. I'd love to get 2. Every once in a while you can get 2. $85 gold? Yep. Seems like the 30s have 85 gold in them. Or something else. I think the something else is usually jewelry. I don't think there was crystal down in the pit, but I think there might have been silver. Either way, it's not there anymore. Has not yet respawned. The final spot is down here. And there is a crystal over here. And we will pick up some more crystal opportunities along the way, which is nice as well. So, let us continue our journey. And make our way the rest of the way to Azure Valley. Hey, see, that was jewelry right there. All right. We have a revived demon. We're all the way up to demons now. Both undead and a demon at the same time. We'll go down here. And we are going to fight everything we come across on the way. Get better at combat. The fortunate thing, while we're going through a lot of equipment now, the combat comes quick at this point. Which is unfortunate because this is the last major combat series that we have before the final fights of the game. Alright, we'll hop into here, pick up our 80 gold. Warhammer's broken. I'm gonna pop down here. Let's see. So this crate has a frog or 12 gold. Or 8 arrows. We have a locked gate over here that we can't quite get into without help. I found a room full of various goods. The door is locked with a complicated lock, however. Would you like me to open this door? I can help you with that. Sure would. Done. That was really hard. At least you've learned something new. I got 20 lockpicking for getting that door open. See, they just kind of give you lockpicking. And we picked up all of this good stuff. And we are going to continue our rampage into an area where the underground cemetery sort of becomes a cave, interestingly enough, and it is just swarming with enemies. I'm going to put down an eternal torch and check them all out. We are going to have a cutscene soon as well, and when we do, food consumption is going to go from 70 to 80. So right now, it would be 7. Oh, it's 80 already. Okay. All right, we got that. Maybe it was triggered by the door over here and not from the cutscene. Silver spear is broken. I'm going to get into this. Silver ore. See how close we can get to getting the achievement. Get through the devilish ogres, and we're going to mine the crystal very happily. Always working towards that 24. We don't especially care about getting our mining up. We're at 13 right now, so we're making progress, but we still have quite a ways to go. Once the crystal respawns, that plus what we will naturally get should get us to where we need to be. And here we have a cutscene. Let's see what happens with our dramatic couple this time. I will destroy all humans. I will destroy the whole world. Have mercy, Earthquaker. Why are you so cruel? One human worm spoiled me plans. He killed my most loyal arcs. How is that possible? Might there be someone more powerful than you? Ooh, that made him mad. I am the most powerful being in the world. Earthquaker already knows me. He might think he's the most powerful being in the world, but now he's realized that even an ordinary mortal can stand up to him and ruin his devilish plans. That's not good news. I wonder if he could destroy the whole world. And then everybody died. That's how the story would end. Every single one of us. My silver spear is broken. What else is new? We go through spears here like they're copy paper. 35 for Devilish Ogre. The good news is, other than for grinding purposes, you won't need a lot of equipment for the endgame fights. We are out of healing potions. Let's go ahead and make a few. Do it the hard way. You know what? The hard way seems terrible. This seems like a terrible idea. I just want to grind up to like show you one more potion appears. I think the next one is like Remedy. So imagine getting the achievement for making potions and how long this would take you. I got 2 that time. You have to make something like 400 potions to get the potions achievement. You can actually grind all the way up to 100 potion making and still not have the potion achievement. And I remember every single one of these also requires ingredients. So I'll show you the achievement for that. So this one, you need to make 600 potions. All that grinding we've done so far in the game has made 18. I did get it several times. I will not be getting it for this Let's Play. And now we need a silver warhammer. I didn't realize how quickly we went through all of those. We had like 6 of them. Just goes to show. Alright, let's kill him. We only have 2 enemies left. Grab the chest. I will update my Let's Play, though, to include the purchase of another silver warhammer. The full walkthrough, line by line, is in the description if you'd like to read it in a Google Doc. And we're out. We have finally made our way into the Azure Valley. Here it is as the veil unfolds. We got an achievement for that. We've seen the whole world now. That's not too bad. Next episode, we will be exploring the Azure Valley and completing the game, and we will show you the post-game stuff. But for the time being, I think this is enough for today. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate every single visit, every single view, and I would love it if I'd earned a like on this video. If you'd like to see more, there's certainly more to come. A few more episodes, probably 3 more episodes. If so, please click on the subscribe button and see that and the next Let's Play I do. Otherwise, leave me your comments, your thoughts, your hate, your love, whatever crosses your path in your mind, and give me that. And I am very glad to see all of you, and I hope that you each have a nice, wonderful rest of your day. You take care.